What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Actually Good Coffee podcast, the show where we talk about all things coffee related, all while I drink a cup of coffee. Made today from the Hario V60 pour over set, not a K-Cup. Is it Hario or Hario? Hario might be the right pronunciation. Yeah, big fan. Today we're diving into an important topic for all you single-serve coffee lovers, recycling your K-Cup pods. I wanted to talk about this topic for two reasons. K-Cups are extremely popular and heavily requested. It's always a no for us, mainly because the waste aspect to these contradicted one of our main core values. So learning about this can potentially change our minds about this method. It also hits close to home because back in May of 2024, I posted an Instagram video breaking down the cost difference between buying a 5-pound bag of coffee and using K-Cups. If you saw the video, you'll remember how staggering the savings can be when you skip the convenience of single-serve pods and go for bulk bag of beans. So just to kind of go over, if none of you have seen the video, a 5-pound bag of made in coffee averages around $100, which sounds like a lot, and that's enough to brew 227 cups of coffee. If you're comparing it to K-Cups, there's about 10 grams of coffee in each cup, so that's 44 cents for each cup. In contrast, a 20 to 24 pack of K-Cups costs about $15 to $20, which works out to 75 cents to $1 per cup. For the same 227 cups, you're spending about between $170 and $190 on K-Cups. That's almost double the cost of a 5-pound bag. Of course, we all love the convenience of a quick brew, but K-Cup pods have a reputation for being wasteful and not to mention hold pretty shitty low-quality coffee. But the Keurig K-Cycle recycling program is an initiative designed to make recycling your K-Cup pods made simple. Even if your community doesn't offer local recycling options, this aims to change its wasteful reputation. So I'm just going to break this down a little bit about how this program works and just kind of what I think about it. The K-Cycle program is Keurig Dr. Pepper's solution for addressing the recycling challenges associated with K-Cup pods. Did Dr. Pepper buy Keurig? I should probably research that. If your community doesn't accept K-Cup pods in its curbside recycling program, K-Cycle also now provides an easy mail-back option to ensure that these pods are fully recycled. First, you'll need to purchase a K-Cycle bin. I'll go over size options and prices in a minute, but this option seems to be geared more towards offices or places going through a ton of K-Cups. The process is straightforward and overall sounds pretty sustainable. First thing is you collect your K-Cup pods to fill the bin. You send the bin back to Keurig using their prepaid return label, and then Keurig separates the pod components. The plastic and the aluminum part are recycled, and the coffee grounds, tea leaves, and filters become organic compost. The two K-Cycle options available are the small 5-pack bin, which is recommended for offices brewing 24 pods or less daily. Each bin holds up to 175 pods, and it is priced at a hefty $119.95 per pack. And then there is the large 5-pack bin, ideal for offices brewing 24 pods or more daily. Each bin holds up to 450 pods, and that one is priced at $169.95 per 5-pack. These bins are marketed to make it easy to recycle on a larger scale and not have to worry about deconstructing each pod yourself. But what if you were an at-home coffee drinker, might you ask? Those smart sons of figured it out with their new K-Cycle at Home program. Here's how this option works. You can order one directly from Keurig.com, one of those prepaid bags. Then you prepare your pods. After enjoying your coffee, you'll have to peel off the lid, compost or dispose of the grounds yourself, and stack the empty pods foil-free in the bag. Then you finally mail the bag. Once it's full, holds up to about 96 pods, seal it and drop it in the mail. The prepaid label ensures the bag is sent to Keurig's third-party partner for recycling. So as great as this sounds, in theory, a few questions and concerns obviously come up for me. The first is that I have to wonder, how compostable are these compostable items in these pods? I say compostable in quotes. Many products labeled compostable often require industrial composting facilities that really go the extra mile to ensure all the products are being properly composted. If the coffee grounds and filters truly are being turned into organic compost, it would be fantastic to see detailed reporting on where and how this process is happening. In my own research, I found that any compostable item that's labeled compostable so far, it breaks down into these very micro-sized pieces of plastic that is basically the buzzword that everyone throws around nowadays, microplastics. It still is plastic, even though they label it as compostable. And the reason that they're able to label it compostable is because it breaks down past a certain point, which you think might be safe for you at that point, but no plastic at any size is healthy for human consumption. So next, let's talk about the logistics. Dropping a prepaid bag at UPS doesn't seem like a monumental task, but let's be honest. How many people are actually going to go out of the way to do this? I'd love to see some more statistics on purchases of K-Cups from the K-Cycle program versus the original way. I have to imagine it's less than 1%. Another red flag I noticed was in the at-home program. It seems like a lot more work on the consumer's end to ensure everything will be properly disposed of, especially the act of removing the pod lids and ensuring no foil is left behind. I looked further into this and I saw on their website, they mentioned Keurig offers easy peel lids to fix this problem, but they're only on Green Mountain coffee roaster varieties. Green Mountain is not great to say the least, and the word select tells me that there's not too many of these options, and you'll have to make an effort to look out for it. This will be my final negative thought, and then I'll start being a little bit more positive about this. How many K-Cup pod users are truly going to be committed to collecting their pods, peeling the lids, composting or tossing the grounds, stacking the empty pods, sealing a prepaid bag, and finally making a trip to the nearest UPS location? How many offices are going to be willing to spend $120 to $170 to be more sustainable? It's not exactly a seamless process, and I suspect convenience or lack thereof might deter many potential participants. The K-Cycle recycling program offers a guilt-free way for K-Cup users to enjoy their already convenient morning coffee. Having both options for offices and at-home users is genius and covers their customer base, providing recycling options for everyone. For those who do participate and don't mind going the extra mile of recycling their K-Cups and shipping out their boxes/packages, the environment benefits have the potential to make a huge difference for a very much used product. Despite my hesitation, I understand the appeal of K-Cups. They're very quick, very clean, easy, consistent. But when you factor in the environmental impact of single-use plastics and the higher cost, it really raises the question, is the convenience really worth it? I think this is a very easy way for K-Cup to show that they're going the extra step in caring about the environment. I think it's a good step. I'm not saying that this is bad by any means. I just don't know how practical it is. I think, again, if you're an organization and you want to have like very minor things that you do to show that you care, this is something that you can do. If you don't have the actual manpower to make continuous efforts in trying to care about the environment, buying these K-Cup pods is a very easy way to show that you are taking steps to do that. It is a little bit costly, but if that fits the business model a bit more, then maybe that's the way to go. The only issue I can see this being with Keurig is that I feel like they're already fighting the tide and trying to nail down their market with this product. I genuinely don't think they even really care who buys it. I think they just want to have the option to show that they care, or that they have the option for people. If you're really going that far to find that type of customer base for your K-Cups, I think those customers are already understand that they could be actually doing a lot less harm and saving a lot more money if they were to go back and buy whole bean coffee from their local specialty coffee roaster that is very transparent about where they get their coffee from. But programs like K-Cycle are a step in the right direction, making the environmental argument a bit more palatable, but the financial argument remains. For anyone looking to save money while enjoying great coffee, I always recommend investing in a good grinder and switching to whole beans in bulk. It doesn't have to be made in coffee, but that would obviously be an even bigger plus. At the end of the day, it comes down to personal priorities. If the convenience of K-Cups is worth the extra cost to you, programs like K-Cycle are a great way to reduce the environmental impact. But if you're looking to save money and cut down on waste, brewing from a bag of coffee is the clear winner. Thank you guys for listening and tuning into this week's episode of the Actually Good Coffee podcast. If you found this helpful, share it with your fellow K-Cup lovers and haters to get an important conversation going.